Hello everybody, welcome back to Southeast by Midwest. I'm Cassie, and today we're going to be talking about the ColourPop Element of Surprise palette. So if you want to know more about this palette, my thoughts on it, and you want to see some swatches, just keep watching. As always here on Southeast by Midwest, before we jump into talking about the products, we do disclosures, and the disclosure for this post or video is that there's nothing to disclose. I purchased this with my own money so that I could talk about a ColourPop palette because I've never talked about ColourPop on my channel, I don't think, and I kind of wanted to give that a change. So I got this, and I think I'm going to get some more stuff and have that on the way. We shall see. Alright, let's talk a little bit about this palette. This is, of course, the Element of Surprise palette. You can get this for sure on Ulta's website because that's where I got it. And you can get it on ColourPop's website because I saw it while I was surfing and doing a little shopping for future videos. So this palette is, each shadow is 1.05 grams or 0.037 ounces. Now, purchasing this from Ulta, it comes in a little outer carton which has kind of purple floral designs. It's got some metallicness on it, and you flip it over and it has the shade names and the ingredients on the back. Now you just pop this open and you have the little palette. I'm going to scoot over to this side now. By the way, I am standing. So you have the little palette, and again on the back, I don't know if you can see it, you have little circles that have the shade names on it. When you open it, there's no mirror. It just has the name of the palette, and then you have your shadows down below. I will say that when I got this, I expected it to be a little bit bigger than what it is. I mean, it's literally the size of my hand, and I guess I was just expecting a little bit bigger. So I'm going to jump into some swatches and then, you know, do some cutaway swatches, and then I will come back and give you my thoughts. So my thoughts on this palette is that some of these shimmer shades, especially in the what would be the top row, are a little stiff, as are some of the mattes. However, this bottom row is amazing. The shadows are all nice and buttery. They go on really, really well. All of them go on well. There's hardly any fallout. When I was actually using them, they lasted quite a while, especially for a palette of this price. I thought they weren't going to go on that well, and I found that the shadows blended really well. I did have a little problem getting this darker shade right here to buff out as well as the other ones did, but again, I think it's because with these, all of the shadows in this top row here seem to be super, super stiff. Like the two shimmers on this middle and this row here, this what would be the bottom row, aren't as stiff as the shimmers in this, and the mattes aren't as stiff as this one. So this row's a little stiff. I don't know if that's just my palette or if that is everyone's palette. My final thoughts on the Element of Surprise palette is that I'm super glad that I've purchased it. For the price, the shadows are really good. They perform amazingly. I would say that if it was like a $60 palette, I would not purchase it just because of how super stiff the top row is. Even if it was just a few dollars more than what it actually is, I still would purchase it. You can find more information, including the ingredients list, the price, and links to purchase in the blog post down below. But I do highly recommend this. Hopefully you found this video fun and informative. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with all your friends. It really does help. Make sure to follow me on the social media link down below. Also, leave me a comment telling me if you've tried ColourPop, what your favorite product is, and if you haven't tried ColourPop, what is the item that you would most like to try. And until next time, bye!